While the others are getting ready in the morning, I read the book of verses by candlelight. This small volume of verses and psalms is somewhat battered, suggesting it used to be carried on someone's person. The pages are dog-eared and worn, and the gold threads which form the title of the book have begun to fray. The book tends to open to our particular section where someone has marked a verse with a small blotch of ink. Idnung, the bright star, spoke, and her voice was like a clarion cry, calling his soul forth. He knew her, for the right hand of the shining god was afraid. O wanderer, hear me, she spoke. You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept, for he knew that his sins lay bare before this great illumination. Then Sargamas spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. Harmk knelt before them, then resolved to save himself and asked what he must do. And Modigun spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. What darkness lies within you, you must cast into his light. Your sins will be burned from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his high keeping. So spoke Modigun, but Idnung warned him, saying, You have walked all these years into darkness. I must now return. You will find the path like treading fire, and at every step you will be tempted to turn away. But no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. I believe that I got that from the ruined temple of Eothas. We are ready. Let's return. We are searching for the missing caravan, but this is not the region that it's in. I do believe it's southeast of here. It won't hurt to keep exploring. It's a nice, bright day. The birds are out chirping. I don't know what else I could ask for. It's the type of area I thought that, let's see what's the Gilded Vale will be like. Black Meadow is where we need to go. However, we do have the rest of this place to explore. A little worn path. I actually appreciate this old abandoned home. It's a nice place to rest in. No.
Saw you in the flames.
He's a follower of Magran, the god of war. Squatting at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man, with bulging red cheeks, raked by pox scars, and a scraggly beard. He is sweating, as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap, and then out of nowhere there is the hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue?
What is this? The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast, as if one is holding a torch to it, then slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway.
This man has a funny personality. He speaks odd.
I swear before the whore that is Magran, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
Not that I have any particular love or dislike, love or hate for you people. You did, after all, end the war. It was your followers of Magran that killed Wadwin. A staff rests easily in his hand. It wasn't there a moment ago. This man has a lot of magic about him. Study the man. The sudden weaving flames from the statue of Magran cast more light on his features. The man's robes are dirty, stained with grease and other marks of the road. The hems of his robes, including the sleeves, are burned at the edges as if he walked a great distance across a fire, and then reached into the flames with his hands to pull something out. But while his hands are thick and callous, they bear no burn or scorch marks. Strange choice of company. Stone seems cold comfort. The man smiles slightly at your words, then nods, never taking his eyes off you. I could do better, though the roads hold little else. His eyes run the length of your frame, and he follows it with a sneer. Until now.
The world holds many whores we worship. Respect comes with honest titles. I bet even you have gone against instinct in exchange for a little copper, or paid for such in countless ways.
Not so much the latter, maybe a couple times, but for the first part, yes, I do work for my copper.
But if I give offense, if words are all that are left to a man, then why in the dear wood of all places he should have leave to speak them?
Examine the statue. The weaving firelight from the statue gives off no heat. So much so if you wonder if it is some trick of the mind. The ugly man before you doesn't seem to notice it or feel it, although the sheen on his brow is still present, as if he's burning up from within. Focus my gaze on his staff. The staff looks thick, stout, of blackened ash, once burned by a terrible fire. Beneath the ash, the lines in the wood bear shapes and patterns, and there is a certainty the staff was once something far more dangerous, but not now. As you study it deeper, it shimmers slightly in your eyes, like water catching the light weaving across the statue. Whatever power was bled from the staff, it doesn't make it or the wielder any less dangerous. You look up to see the man watching you studying the staff. As his gaze meets yours, he nods with a humorless smile. I didn't catch your name or why you want to speak with me.
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter?
So I know how to identify you?
It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from. Or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now.
I'd still rather be preferred to be called Keldon Zatha than Watcher.
If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
How did you know I was a Watcher? Durance shakes his head, and his hand curls tightly on his staff. I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away, one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
And what is it you think you can offer me, besides your ugliness?
There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions.
Well, he's got me there, if he knows much about Watchers.
I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
What kind of marks?
Disease? Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand. As for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit. But it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching.
If your stone mistress there allows it, then come on.
Her? Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
His company will be welcome. A statue of Magran, goddess of war and flame. Dozens of names have been scratched into the stone at her feet. Supplicants seeking her blessing. She's an interesting god. West to Gilded Vale, south to Anslog's Compass, east to Black Meadow. I met a strange priest in Magran's Fork who claims to have something to gain from questioning one another. We have something to gain from questioning one another. Durance says he and I are meant to travel together, and that we can teach one another. He is a man of many words who seems to raise more questions than he answers. But if I travel the long road enough with him, perhaps I may discover something worth learning.
Sure.
Well, there's this area to the south. The Black Hound is still with us, following me loyally. More meadows. It's a beautiful area. It's one of the nicest areas I've been to since... Oh, who's this? Paladins. There, that one. Get that one. What is going on? Who are these people? Okay. Let's see about turning them against each other.
What?
How may I help?
Seek!
Mind wave. One's injured, one's down.
I?
Lava will be on seek.
What?
Yeah.
Magic.
I?
Then take this.
Yeah.
Arthek were Thunroth.
Join arms. Sure. Yeah.
And that's that, isn't it?
Sure.
Who were these paladins that came up to attack us like that? Interesting. They have a book. Ludrana's Grimoire. We could take these items and sell it. Mail armor. It's better than what we're currently using. Copper Skite. Ludrana's orders. It seems I have no choice but to provide you with instruction. Radric's forces are spread thin, and the road through the wilds to the south of Gilded Vale lies unguarded. Given these favorable circumstances, I'm sure that even you can manage to handle a peasant or two. The archers tell me that Kolsk's men made south after their escape. If you should happen to retrieve one of their number, I may be convinced to forgive your previous mistakes. For the last time, you are to keep clear of Defiance Bay. Know that if you cannot be trusted to acquire a useful specimen with even a modicum of discretion, I have no qualms whatsoever about using what materials I have at my disposal instead. What's that about? A large shield. A wand. I'll take it. Silver. No, I'd like to take this armor.
Can't move now.
We could sell everything. I'll put on this new armor. It's superior to what I'm using. My helm? It's a closed helm. Is it not? No, it's a mail helm. I'll give the mail armor to Ader. It is better than what he was wearing. And then there's the shield. I'll give this to Ader as well. It's a kite shield. Large shield. More defense. What is this grimoire? Ah, this is her spell grimoire. She was a wizard. I wonder if this will help Aloth. Well, we could put the rest of this, our equipment that we picked up, in storage. It's no good with us right now. That hurt in the end, but we're alive. Certainly Durance's healing has helped us prevail in that fight. We'll be going to the Black Meadow soon enough. Not much more of this area to explore. Wagon trail heads south. More deer. Anslog's compass. That's where we need to go to help. Is her name Offra? Offra. Yes. We will go there right after we go and find the caravan. People's lives could be at stake. Although, she does have a baby that could be hollowborn. What's this? A troll. A forest troll. I've only seen one of them before. If there's a god for me to pray to, I hope that, hear my plea. Please help us in this fight. Use everything we can.
How may I help?
That's it!
Hey.
It's not dead, but Ader knocked it down.
Hey.
Tried blinding it. Successful blind.
Yes?
What? Don't even lower it down!
To take down such a creature means we are becoming a lot more skilled. And it's dead. I'm impressed. Trolls are worthy adversaries. Take some of its skin. As nasty as that is.
Right.
What is this? Blood moss. A dead body. Fulvano's amulet. Golden oblong. Chewed letter. This piece of parchment is torn and flecked with blood and troll spittle. What little of it remains reads, "Worried he may have come to harm. Once I reach Defiance Bay, I will hire guides to take me back west in safety and see if we cannot find Fulvano. At present, I regret my eagerness to be away from Gilded Vale. It is very dark." Fulvano's amulet. Though never as famed as he would claim, the valiant explorer Fulvano was known as an eccentric who wished to see the world. Yes, this story I've read before. We will definitely take his amulet. And the amulet I will give to Ager. Oh, he's wearing one. And I'm wearing a cloak. Well, then that just leaves one of us. You can have the amulet, Durance. Well, it was worth coming out this way. Anslog's compass. I think we can be on our way then. We can go east. Let's go to the Black Meadow and then we'll return to Anslog's compass. It shouldn't take more than a few hours to get over there. A troll, 3 paladins, packs of wolves and boars. We've done well for ourselves. Now, we are to look for the missing caravan. There's a herb over here. More burned lady. Follow the road, it will perhaps divide up the area, and then we'll search another troll. I think we can do it.
Yes?
Although we will need rest soon.
Huh?
Lava Rubion
Blinded it.
Hey.
Knocked it down.
Hey.
We've done good work here today. We'll have to continue on.